Gather close, my children, for tonight I will tell you a chilling tale from the Algonquin people of the frozen north. It is a story of greed, hunger, and a spirit that prowls the winter woods. This is the tale of the Wendigo, a malevolent creature born of ice, isolation, and insatiable desire. Long ago, in a winter so cold it froze the rivers solid, a small village found itself trapped by the snow. The people had run out of food, and their bellies ached with hunger. One man, a hunter named Kasky, was particularly desperate. His traps were empty, and no game could be found in the endless white. He feared the hunger growing in his belly, and more than that, he feared what it might make him do. One night, Kasky ventured deep into the woods, far from his village. The trees whispered in the icy wind, and the darkness seemed to press against him. He stumbled upon an old, twisted tree, and there, under its gnarled roots, he found a strange figure. It was the Wendigo, a towering, skeletal spirit with glowing eyes and a voice like cracking ice. The Wendigo spoke to Kasky. "Why do you suffer?" it asked, its voice hissing like the wind. Kasky shivered but replied, "I am hungry. My people are starving." The Wendigo leaned closer. "Then take what you need, human. Feed yourself, no matter the cost." Kasky felt a chill seep into his bones, a hunger so fierce it drowned out his fear. The Wendigo touched his heart with its icy claw, and Kasky screamed as he began to change. Kasky returned to the village, but he was no longer a man. His body was gaunt, his skin pale as snow, and his eyes glowed like embers. He had become the Wendigo, a creature driven by endless hunger, craving the flesh of others. The villagers heard his howls in the night, and one by one, they began to vanish. Only the bravest dared to speak of the shadowy figure they glimpsed in the woods, and of the terrible fate that awaited anyone who wandered too far from the firelight. Among the villagers was an elder shaman, wise in the old ways. She knew that the Wendigo was not born, it was made, a spirit of greed and hunger that took hold of weak hearts. The shaman ventured into the forest to confront Kasky. She called out to him, her voice steady despite the icy wind. "Kasky, I know you are still in there. Fight the spirit that has taken you." But the Wendigo only laughed, a sound like breaking branches. "I am no longer Kasky. I am hunger itself." The shaman stood her ground, raising her hands to the sky. She called upon the spirits of the earth and the ancestors to banish the Wendigo. The forest shook as her power clashed with the icy grip of the creature. By dawn, the Wendigo was gone. Kasky's body lay lifeless in the snow, his spirit finally freed. The shaman returned to the village and told the people what had happened. "The Wendigo is a warning," she said. "When we let greed and desperation take hold, we lose what makes us human." The villagers mourned Kasky but never forgot the lesson of his fate. They learned to care for one another, sharing what little they had so that no one would face hunger alone. And so, my children, the Wendigo teaches us to beware of greed and selfishness. Now, tell me, what would you have done if you were Kasky, facing such terrible hunger? What do you think of the shaman's courage?
I'd have asked the Wendigo to eat the snow instead. It's everywhere, and it doesn't run away.
Oh, John, your ideas are as endless as the stars. But remember, children, the Wendigo warns us not to let desperation drive us to harm others. Even in the darkest times, we must hold on to our humanity. Now, my dear ones, what did you learn from this tale? Share your thoughts with me in the comments section. And if you'd like to hear more stories of wonder and wisdom, subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, like and share this video. Until next time, remember, kindness and courage are the light that guides us through life's coldest winters.